welcome back to episode number 5 of our non-career mode here in League R. It's been an emotional roller coaster this season, to be fair. In the opening 7 or 8 games, it felt like we were a team that could possibly go down. But in the last 7 or 8 games, we're beginning to pick up some much needed form this season. And we're 5th in the league right now, only a couple of points behind league leaders Nice, and I think we're 5 or 6 points clear of PSG at the moment. So the question is, are we title contenders? We're approaching halfway through the season. It's 17 games you play home and away in League R, so 34 games we will play come the end of the season. Are we title contenders at this stage of the season? Only time will tell. We've received 2 offers here for Coquelin, which I will consider those offers, and it's up to the player which of those teams he wants to move to. But he's a player that is not getting any younger, and as I said before, when he started his first game, I think it was against Monaco or so, I did say I wouldn't mind listening to offers if we do get one, and we've ended up getting those offers. You know, I'm always of the opinion that when you're doing quite well on the pitch, it's always the best time to strengthen the off-the-pitch activities as well. And one of our young centre-backs, we have got quite a few, but it is Sekou Doucouré, who was getting a new contract here. He's only 20 years of age, 65 rated. He's not a starter for us, but when he's played, he's looked really good. I'm excited for his potential as well. 5.5 game wages, signing on bonus, appearance bonus. Let's get that one sorted for a 3 years extension. Reasonable offer, and that is 3 more years to his contract. And our journey begins in the west of France today in the city of Angers. It's a derby game for us, by the way. Derby to the west going into this one. I mean, both teams are having complete opposites of a season right now. We are in the top 5. Recent performances have helped out a lot, but Angers, on the other hand, they are in and around the bottom of the league right now. But as I've said previously, league table rarely matters going into derby games like this. One thing that worries me, though, is the fact that our 2 signings this season, Chris Brady, the goalkeeper, and Mazwan Hisse, who we signed from Motherwell, both players are homesick right now, which it's a little bit of a tricky one to try and deal with. I'm dealing with both players differently. And the likes of Brady, I'm allowing him more time to try and adapt to the city. Mazwan Hisse have introduced different types of cuisines, different types of food from his country into the canteen, which seems to be helping a little bit right now. The other thing I'm doing is with Chris Brady, I'm trying to bring in more American players from the youth academy that would help him settle, given the fact that he's still very young, 21 years of age. So youth academy prospects who will be 17, 18, getting introduced into the team will maybe help his situation a little bit more. Oh, Doucouré attacks the corner there. And straight from the back of signing a new contract for us, Sekou Doucouré with a powerful header, beating the goalkeeper in the near post there. Goalkeeper had a hand to it. You would have maybe expected him to have kept that one away. But the header was that powerful, he could not do too much about it. And Doucouré on the score sheet for his first goal of the season, and right on the back of signing a new contract as well. And this is why we're trusting on the younger defenders this season. The one thing that I did learn after giving Doucouré that contract is how young our centre-backs are. We've got Tati, who was 17 years of age, the youngest. We have, oh, that's nice 10 from Mazwan Hisse. Can he go for the far post? Good save from the goalkeeper. So we've got Tati, who is 17. We've got Doucouré, who's 20. We've got Doof, who is 19. So 3 of those centre-backs, 20 years of age, or younger. Doucouré attacks that one again, but not as good as the header in the first half. It is off target. We should be able to see this one out now. You would think so. 15 minutes to go in possession here. It's a good ball to Mazwan Hisse, looking for support. There's space. Oh, he finds a blind 10. A blind's on the far post. Leroux puts it in the back of the net. I mean, that's his first goal as well this season. Talk about your box-to-box midfielder attacking the spaces in the box. I mean, wanting to score goals. That is what you want from your box-to-box midfielders. That's excellent hand from Abline. Powerful strike as well. Goalkeeper made a good save. But Leroux read the danger a lot better than the defender there. Got there first. He taps it home for our second goal of the day. It's been a comfortable derby game, I want to say. 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Angier could get a late goal. It would have just been a consolidation. But Chris Brady keeps his clean sheet alive. And on the follow-up there, it was off target. Big chance for Angier to pull one back at the very end of the game. But they could not take their chances. 2-0 for us here today. Goals from Sekou Doucouré, the centre-back, with a powerful header. And Leroux with a tap-in the second half to seal the victory for us today. Look at this, man. This is insane. 22 days rest break between the game against Angers to our next game against Marseille. It's a complete shock to me. You know, I haven't managed most of my FCs that I do with English leagues when it's quite busy around the December-January period. So to have 22 days of winter break here, it's a nice relaxing break for the player. Hopefully it doesn't affect the good run of results that we're currently going through right now. But after that, the January transfer window opens before our next game against Marseille. We've got Angers again in the Coupe de France, and we have got Paris FC. That would be the turnaround of the season. We're going into the second half of the season from the game against Paris FC. We've got Nice and then Lorient to finish the January transfer window. We're going to have to be creative in January. We've only got just over £1 million right now, and we know we need to bring in 1 or 2 experienced players, not too old, but players that will grow with the team as well, but have got a lot more experience compared to some of the players that we have got right now in the team. We will enjoy that 22 days break though. I think what we're going to do here very quickly is recall some of these academy graduates from earlier on this season, the likes of Mathieu and Lefort, and we've also got Ertz from their loan spell. Ertz is doing quite well at Watford, so we would allow him to complete the season there. However, though, Lefort, who is at Cincinnati right now, is only grown by +1 in half a season. Considering he's an exciting prospect, that is not good enough. We will recall him and we will do exactly the same for Mathieu, who is currently out on loan at Herenveen, and we will look to send both players out on loan again when the January transfer window opens. That's the plan anyway. Soon as I advance one more day, takes us to the 1st of January, the transfer window officially opens, but I'm also expecting a few other things to go, and I'm expecting loanees to be recalled by their parent club. Some of them I don't fancy, some of them I haven't given them too much game times for various reasons, the likes of Silla, the likes of Kabar. I just do not fancy Kabar, but Silla I think there's a good quality player in there. But the problem with Silla is we've got some cracking young centre-backs that I would rather play. Francis Coquelin here, I believe he joins Angers, who is our rival team. It's a derby game against Angers, isn't it? And normally I don't allow players to leave to a rival team, but for the case of Coquelin, he's a veteran. We can make an exception for him. He's been a really good servant here. But 500 emails. We've got a loan opportunity here for Teddy Lefort to join Metz, who are also in the French league. I'm happy to let him go out on loan to another team in France, to be honest. But yeah, as we expected, Silla has been recalled by Strasbourg. I do like him, but we just had young centre-backs that I had to prioritize, the likes of Tati, the likes of Diouf, the likes of Doucouré as well, who scored in our last game. The same as Kabar, Kabar is a different reason. I just don't fancy the player. Kozat has been recalled by Wolfsburg. He had a stinker against Toulouse, where we came from behind to lose that game. Pardon the pun, but ever since that game, I just haven't been bothered playing him much. Cabella he's 36, 37 now. Again, we've got younger players that we want to prioritize. Of course, Francis Coquelin has been sold to Angers. We did bring in £1 million from the sale of Coquelin, which it's not a bad deal for us. So we have got a couple more arrivals into the academy. Mikel Cousin being one of them, a goalkeeper, a 57 rated, 6'7" by the way. He's a man mountain. And the other one is Josh Allen, who is a fullback, but he's still only 15 years of age. So it might take a while for him to start seeing first team football. But what I'm going to do here is promote a couple more academy players, and we will look to send them on loan. This could be one of the ways of making money, bringing money into the football club moving forward as well. I mean, we've got some aging players in the team that we can sell in the first team right now, but they're worth pennies. We need to sell 4 or 5 of those to be able to afford one players, whereas selling young prospects like this, of course, we've got too many of them. They're not all going to play in the first team. So we could use this as a good way of bringing in decent money. I'm going to give Gilbert, who is now 17 years of age, his first professional contract, but he will probably end up going out on loan. So it's going to be Gilbert, and I'm going to give Lenoir, and I'm also going to give Vince de Wolf, the fullback, the right back, all 3 of them their first professional contracts, and we will try and send them out on loan in this January transfer window. And after almost a full month of rest during the winter break between our last game against Angers and our next one here against Marseille at the Orange Velodrome, I mean, I do hope that few weeks off is not affected our momentum this season. Not playing games for so long can be really difficult, especially with our friendly games. But we have had trainings to be able to deal with that situation. We're looking quite fresh going into this game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leading the way for Marseille. Mason Greenwood playing from the left-hand side, the right-hand side there. You've got Paixão, the Brazilian center attacking midfielders / wide player, I'm not quite sure his actual position. Guirassy, Ablin, and Mazwan Hisse, our forward 3, going into one of our tougher games of the season, although the league table is currently not showing that. Marseille, I believe, are 10th, 11th, somewhere in mid-table this season, which you would expect so much more from a team with this much quality. But Mazwan Hisse, who's gone back to the right-hand side, puts across, Sissoko attacks that one. What a header! Big save from the goalkeeper. Only 4 minutes into this game, and we've created a fine opportunity there. Sissoko, the box-to-box midfielder. That's again what I keep saying. You want this from your box-to-box midfielder, using all those height advantage. How is he not scored from that? We could come back at the end of this game to regret that chance missed by Sissoko. It was a great save, actually. I mean, sometimes you describe an opportunity as a chance missed, but that one was more of a great save. How is Ablin not tapped that one home? What an opportunity. I keep saying he couldn't score a goal to save his life, Ablin, right? But every other thing he does to really good standards for us this season, but finishing is lacking a lot, which is strange. Oh, excellent defending there from Mercado. Big tackle from Mercado again. The only compliment I could give to Mercado, how good he's been for us this season, is I wish he was a little bit younger. I really do wish he was a little bit younger. He's got pace, power. He goes forward quite well. He can score the odd goals, as we saw in the last episode. He's just a really good defender. But Marseille, man, just passing it in and around our box there. Paixão with an opportunity narrowly off target. This game is beginning to feel like Marseille are in a lot more control than I will expect them to be, but possession lost in our own half. Guirassy on the attack. Ablin made the run too early. He makes another run. Ablin, who we have just said couldn't score a goal to save his life. Boy, was I wrong. His 5th goal of the season in 17 appearances. And by the way, 6 assists to his name. So in terms of numbers, it's not that bad, but he could improve a lot in his finishing, and this is what we want to see a lot more from him. He's a striker by trait, although he's not played too many games for us there this season, but he's got the job done. His 5th goal of the season. Come on, Marcel are looking a little bit leggy right now since we scored our first goal. But just before we scored our first goal, they were all over us in the space of a few minutes. But we have created by far the better chances in this game, man. We should be, 3-4-0 up already in this game. A blind Mr. Sitter. We've had a couple of big opportunities. Big save from the goalkeeper this time. Is Mazwan Hisai, who you would bet your house that he would finish that opportunity. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes to the end of the game here. They are going to get a late goal on there. Marcel, Mason Greenwood have done well. Poor decision there from the centre back. When you go for the header like that, you've got to win the header. Oh, big save from the goalkeeper. The linesman flags goes up. Narrowly just offside there. We got away with one. Substitution from Marseille, but it looks like we might well hang on for all 3 points here. And we do in fact hang on for all 3 points here. This is one of our biggest results of the season, by the way. We lost to PSG at the start of this season. We beat Monaco. But other than those two teams, this is the other tougher games you would expect in Ligue 1. And to be able to win this one, and quite comfortable, the scoreline doesn't quite suggest it, but we created a lot of chances in this game, a lot. I mean, look at this, though. Mercado ended up with the man of the match. He was excellent in this game. Defensively, going forward, he was really, really good. No surprise there that he's been given the man of the match award. We have got a quick outgoing here as Teddy Lefort joined Metz in the second division of the French League, I believe. He was currently on loan at Herenveen earlier on this season. I wasn't too impressed with his growth, and I thought, why not recall him and send him on a different loan until the end of the season. We have got Angers again in the Coupe de France, and another derby game for us this season. Derby de l'Ouest between Nantes and Angers. This time, though, it's in the cup. That's going to be another tricky game for us. We will try as much as possible to go as far as possible in the cup competitions this season. That's the plan anyway. Loan move there for Gilbert from Feyenoord. I'm not going to send any of these young players out on loan to the Dutch league again. I mean, from previous experience, players don't tend to grow very well over there in the Dutch league, which is strange because it's one of the leagues known for young player development, but it just doesn't translate into the game at all. And up next here for us is the Coupe de France. We are back at the Stade de la Beaujoire again, facing Angers. It is Angers yet again in the Derby de l'Ouest. It's the second time we're facing them in today's episode. Again, it was quite a comfortable game when we faced them last time, but that was in the league where they were struggling. This time, it is a cup competition. So let's see if it changes anything. They've got Ali, one of the strikers there. They've got some good couple of decent players in that team who, if you give them opportunities, Belkin being one of those, they will absolutely punish you. What's funny about this Angers team is they keep hold of the ball so well, by the way. They're very good in possession, but down the other end, they don't create too many chances. It's almost like they keep possession for possession's sake. Is it Radakovic there made a big mistake? He almost sort of makes amends to it, but it still led to an opportunity here for Angers. Not on target though, luckily. Come on, lads, we've got to be better in this first half. I've been very sloppy in the opening 12 minutes here in terms of possession. It is Hamed Bari on that right-hand side. A little bit too heavy to touch inside to Tabibu, the shot save. Oh my God. It's in the back of it. I don't know if it meant that or not. I think that is, I'm not quite sure the winger's name now. Ben Hattab, it is out wide there. I thought he was going to go for the finish, but for some reason he went for the fake shot there, which confused the defenders and the goalkeeper. Look at this, the fake shot, and then composure to find the midfielder who puts it home in the back of the net. Sissoko with his first goal of the season. I mean, I do like the fact that our box-to-box midfielders are beginning to step up with the goals. You want them to be in those sorts of positions to score goals for you. That's what you want. It's been a boring game here, to be fair. We've created the one opportunity, which we did take advantage of, and that is the second of the game. Two opportunities that we've had in the game, and we have converted from both of them. Gano goal with the second goal of the game. That should have, I don't know if it will count as an assist for Hamed Bari, because he had the shot, which was saved, and then Ganogo taps it out for our second goal of the game. And surely you would think we will control this game now and see it off. Still very early in the second half though. Again, Angers have kept a lot of the ball in this game, but they haven't created. When they get to the final touch, it's always the final pass letting them down. Big opportunity there. Radakovic has made one or two absolutely terrible errors in this game, which has led to Angers. Oh, that will be the third. That time it's an assist for Hamed Bari to find, I think it's Ben Hattab on the far side. It is Ben Hattab who gets his second or third goal of the season. Ahmed with the assist. He's having a blinder on that right-hand side, our youth academy graduate, isn't he? That's a good assist from him. Ben Hattab with an easy tap in on the far post, and surely now it is game over. We've been quite lucky that we haven't been punished with the couple of sloppy moments from us this season. This is what I mean again. It's been quite sloppy at times, but luckily for us, Angers haven't really had the quality to punish us. Oh my goodness. Radakovic have had an absolute nightmare of a game today, and Angers pulls one back. 3 minutes to the end of the game. It's only going to be a consolidation goal, but that's poor defensive error from us there, especially Radakovic, who, to be fair to him, is making his first starts for us this season, his first appearance of the season, but he's been very poor at the back today. Luckily, it's only the one goal that we have conceded, and his errors haven't cost us the game, but we will progress to the next round in the Coupe de France. I did say I want to try and go as far as possible in this competition, and this is a good start. Exactly at the halfway point of the season, 17 games played, we are top of the league, joint top of the league. Monaco, they're level on point, but only 2 points separating the top 4, and only 4 points separating the top 5 there. And Olympique Lyon in third, Toulouse, who we lost to earlier on this season, are in 4th. Nice and Strasbourg have made their way into the top 6. Paris FC, who we face next, in 7th. PSG is still having a poor campaign, 25 points. So that means they're still only 7 points behind ourselves, which it's doable for them, for a team like PSG. But at this stage of the season, they are having a poor season. We'll play one more game in today's episode against Paris FC before we end it. But we have got an outgoing here. It's Gilbert, I believe, joining Brest, who are in Ligue 1 as well. So he will get a much needed experience in the French league. We will welcome him back at the start of next season. Hopefully he's grown a little bit by then. And up next here for us in Ligue 1, it's Paris FC at the Stade de la Beaujoire. Only 6 places and 6 points separating both teams going into this one. We're top of the league on 32 points. Paris FC is 7th on 26 points. So we're expecting a tough encounter here against one of the better sides in Ligue 1. Mazman Hisse starts up front for us, and Hamed Bari starts again in that right wing position. He's looked quite good for us ever since we promoted him to the first team. He's got a goal and an assist to his name in our competition, which is not a bad return for a young man at all. Les Melou in midfield, really good midfielder at this level. Munetsi is also playing in that number 10 position, I've noticed. Ikone starts on the right-hand side, who is in possession right now. Out wide to Ikone again, who puts a wonderful cross into the box. What a save from Lopez. How did they not score from that chance earlier on in the first half? But most parts of the half was quite boring. He's read that one really well, the centre-back there. Come on, lads. It's got a feel of one of those games that could end up finishing 0-0. As once again, we give a silly possession away. Gilbert, though, steps up to win it for us. On the break here, he finds Hamed Barry, the touch heavy on the slide. He finds Mazwan Hisa in the box. And just like that, we're 1-0 up. Error there from mistake from Paris FC. When trying to go on the attack, Gilbert did fantastic to win possession. Hamed Barry made an excellent run on out wide there. Thought the touch was heavy, but on the slide tackle, he finds Mazwan Hisa for his 9th goal in Ligue 1 this season. As we make a couple of substitutions there, Mazwan Hisa being replaced by Ganogo. I mean, it's gotta be a win for us here, right? We've barely been in this game so far. Oh, that's a good overlapping run there from Mercado. It's just so good, Mercado. What a cross to Ben Hattab. The second half substitute could have made it 2-0. And that's it. It's the end of the game. It was one of those games, lack of chances created from both teams. But a big mistake from Paris FC. We completely capitalized on that on the break. Hamed Barry on the slide finds Mazwan Hisa, who put us 1-0 up in the game. And we do go on to take all 3 points. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. We will finish today's episode top of the league. I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.